The Golden Trap in Austin. The sound of the loud sirens was the loudest thing I had ever heard in my life. It drowned out the noise of the busy city and the wind in the trees. And it completely drowned out the heavy beating of my heart. I sat in the back of a cold police car watching the flashing lights. I was looking at the beautiful suburban house I used to call home. A few months ago I was just a broke college graduate with nothing. Then suddenly I was a VP with a six-figure salary and a luxury Tesla. And now I am just another tired face in a cold police mugshot. I looked through the window at Elena, who was my mentor's wife. She was standing by the large front door looking calm and beautiful. She looked like she was waiting for a friend to arrive for dinner. Even while the FBI agents searched her private office for evidence. She did not look at me, and she certainly did not care about my fate. I realized then that I was just a tool she used to get what she wanted. Before we go into the details of how I lost everything I loved, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for me. My expensive mistakes might save your life or your future one day. Let us go back to the very beginning of this nightmare in Texas. I graduated from college with a degree in finance and big dreams. But the job market in the city was a complete nightmare for a beginner. I was living on instant noodles and hope in a tiny dark apartment. That was when Mark reached out to me with a generous hand. Mark was like a big brother to me during my university years. He was a very successful engineer who was rich and kind to everyone. "Leo, come stay with us in the city of Austin," Mark told me on the phone. "We have a guest house in the back of our property you can use. Stay as long as you need to find a good job and get on your feet." I felt like I had won the lottery and my luck was finally changing. Mark's wife Elena seemed like the perfect American housewife. She was blonde and fit, and she was always smiling at the neighbors. She made the best backyard BBQs every weekend for the community. And she always encouraged me when I felt low or frustrated. "You are very smart, Leo," she would say to me over coffee. "You just need the right door to open for you and your talent." I looked up to them as the perfect power couple of the modern world. 3 weeks later, Mark had to leave for a 6-month project in Singapore. "Take care of the house and the garden, Leo," Mark told me at the airport. "And please look after Elena while I am working overseas. I will see you very soon and we will celebrate your success." After Mark left, the house felt very different and a bit strange. One afternoon I came home after another failed job interview. I was ready to give up and move back to my parents' small basement. Elena was sitting in the kitchen drinking an expensive glass of wine. "Why are you crying over a $50,000 a year job?" she asked. "I can give you a professional job that pays $10,000 a month." I thought she was joking or testing me at first, but she was serious. She took me to a private office in a tall building in downtown Austin. It was full of young and hungry people talking fast on their phones. They were selling what they called exclusive crypto investments. "It is very simple," Elena whispered as we walked through the office. "We find wealthy people who have extra cash and high hopes. We tell them we have a secret and powerful computer algorithm. They give us their money and we get a huge commission immediately." "Is this business legal?" I asked her while my heart was racing. She smiled a cold and beautiful smile that I will never forget. "In this country nothing is illegal if you do not get caught," she said. I was young and I was completely broke and I was very greedy. I signed the contract that night without reading the fine print. For the next 4 months I lived like a king in the hills of Austin. I bought a luxury watch and I drove a fancy car to every meeting. And I lied to Mark every single time we spoke on a video call. "How is the job hunt going, Leo?" he would ask with a kind smile. "It is going great, Mark. The first am working at a tech startup," I lied. The guilt was eating me alive every single night in the guest house. But the money was too good and too fast for me to stop now. Elena was my boss and she was very different at the office. She was cold and ruthless and she showed no mercy to anyone. She taught me how to manipulate people and how to use their dreams. She taught me how to take their life savings and feel nothing inside. I became someone I hated when I looked in the mirror every morning. But I could not stop the cycle of money and luxury and lies. I was addicted to the golden life and the feeling of power. Mark came home 2 weeks early because he wanted to surprise us. But he found me in the living room working on a secret spreadsheet. It was a long list of our victims and the money we had taken. He saw the luxury car in the driveway and the $10,000 watch. Mark is not a fool because he is a highly trained engineer. He looked at the numbers on my screen and understood the crime. "Is this why I brought you into my home and trusted you?" Mark asked. His voice was very quiet, which was much scarier than shouting. Elena walked into the room, but she did not apologize or feel shame. She tried to offer Mark a piece of the pie to keep him quiet. Mark looked at her like she was a monster he did not recognize. "I am calling the authorities right now," he said with a shaking voice. "Both of you need to get out of my house and my life forever." Mark did the right thing for the community and for himself. He turned us into the police and the FBI very quickly. He lost his wife to a prison cell and I lost my entire future. In the United States the law is very tough on financial crimes. Because I cooperated with the FBI and told them the whole truth. And because Mark spoke for me in court because he had a kind heart. I did not go to federal prison for many long and dark years. I received 2 years of probation and a lot of community service. But Elena was not so lucky and she did not have anyone to speak for her. She is now serving 5 years in a federal prison for her crimes. I lost my career in finance and I lost my reputation forever. And most importantly, I lost the only man who truly believed in me. Now I work at a local grocery store and I ride the public bus. I am slowly paying back the money to the people we cheated. It is not a cool or flashy life like the one I had before. But it is an honest life and I can finally sleep at night. If someone offers you a shortcut to wealth, please run away. The true American dream is not about fast money or luxury cars. It is about being able to look at yourself in the mirror every day. Thank you for listening to my story and my warning today. Have you ever been tempted by the idea of easy and fast money? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below the video. I read every single comment because I want to hear from you. Stay safe and stay honest, and I will see you in the next video.